Yeah, go ahead. It's, it's so what is waking up really? But all right, let's say waking up is when I open my eyes in the morning and get out of bed. Um, uh, so I get out of bed and I go to the bathroom and I brush my teeth and comb my hair and do whatever else I need to do, and then I come back, get dressed, or get dressed in there. It sort of depends, on what I'm feeling like. And then I go down and I get breakfast, and then I go to class. And usually it's earlier in the morning than I would like, and you know, I don't have anyone to talk to, so I'll sort of grumble to myself, and I provide pretty good support. But it's early in the morning. It's rough. There's only so much I can do for myself. They're big beetles, and they're crawling on the wall, and this one is just like ripping into the other one, and there's like guts everywhere. It was a weird morning. Um, and then sometimes socks are like not actually socks. Um, but but yeah, I mean pots, and like one or two pans, and they sort of, I mean they fell, the pots and pans, they fell, and they sort of, they fell, they sort of, so okay, so the pots, they were sort of here, and they fell down, and then the pans were sort of like here, and they fell down, and it was like they all fell down, and there were pots and there were pans, and they fell on the ground, and sorry, I'm explaining this all wrong. So you know what a pot looks like? It's sort of like, it's this thing. It's like this. And then a pan, like the pans I'm thinking of, they're sort of like this, like that. And so there were pots here, and there were pans here, and suddenly when gravity, it's sort of like it sort of like reaches up and it grabs stuff, and stuff like goes down. That's what happened. Like the pots and the pans, they like fell down, and it was musical, and it's really interesting to see music sort of laid out in that way. Um, I also play a little bit of recorder. T, yeah. So um, there's this great quote about tea, and I wish I could quote it because it would make me sound smart, which I am, but but I don't remember the quote right now. So anyway, tea is really good. I really like tea. It's something I get really excited about. I think tea means a lot. Um, it's there are a lot of deep philosophical things with tea. But it also just tastes good. I have this one tea. It's sort of uh, it's a smoked black tea. But anyway, so Klaus, I want my tea. You're like, you know what I need? I need some ibuprofen. So you go to your dresser, and you get out the ibuprofen, and you take one or two ibuprofens. You know, about 30, 40 minutes later, you feel like Superman. The cut you had on your knee that, has been sort of hurting a little bit for days, it's gone. It's gone. Your headache is gone. You feel invincible. Um, it's it's something else. I mean, ibuprofen, it's amazing. And then so it wears off, and you're like, wow, I miss that feeling. And you take a little bit more. You take a little bit more ibuprofen because you miss the feeling. And Klaus, I want my ibuprofen. Klaus. Klaus? 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 Klaus?